give it up to the youth. Loyal to the squad if we win or we lose. It is in our veins, that orange and the green running through and through. Cause you know we want it, these squad versus ours, now they don't really want it. Authentic greens deep with pros in abundance, get ready for the storm cause the hurricane's coming. Let's give it up to the youth. Loyal to the squad if we win or we lose. It is in our veins, that orange and the green running through and through. Cause you know we want it, the squad versus ours, now they don't really want it. Authentic greens deep with pros in abundance, get ready for the storm cause the hurricane's coming.
What's good? Welcome to another Livewire Sports Media Update. All right, the college football season has kicked off officially on this Saturday, and the Miami Hurricanes put out a statement against the Florida Gators. Yes, the game started out pretty slow with Florida, trying to get in a rhythm, but Miami does what Miami does all the time because they needed to come out with this new quarterback, Cam Ward, who Florida State wanted but never got. Mario third season. We've been critical of Mario the first and second season. We say, hey, we needed some people. We need to get some toughness. We needed to get some more playmakers. Mario went out and did that in this third season. Now, last year we had Tyler Van Dyke, who left and went to Wisconsin. Still looked like the same Tyler Van Dyke to me. But Cam Ward is different. He came from the University of Washington State out of the Pac-12 last year. And he was over there with Shedeur, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, all of them. But the dude is special. Just like I was on Jaden Daniels last year and going into the draft. And I said that Cam Ward is going to be on his Heisman business this year. He's going to propel the Hurricanes to a place where the Hurricanes has not been in a long time since the 2000s, the early 2000s, the last championship. But nevertheless, it's how they execute in this game and all facets of the game. Because they started out running the ball the first couple of possessions, and then once they got everything rolling and started wearing on Florida, they was able to start opening it up. They was able to pass the ball across the field. Now Cam Ward did through an interception, which it's not a big deal, because he was throwing across his body. But he also was able to execute in certain ways that we haven't seen a Miami Hurricane quarterback did in a long time, and that's use his legs. That is something that we always wanted, to use his legs. Now, Cam threw for 385 yards, almost 400 yards passing, and 3 touchdowns. And to the fact, he only rushed 3 times for 33 yards, but he didn't need to because he found his playmakers, and everybody started rolling a little bit. Mark Fletcher, he was still steady. He only had 23 yards, but he was 3.3 yards per carry. Damian Martinez led the team with rushing with 65 yards, and total of all of them with 144 yards. So that's pretty good. You get a lot of balance. You get a lot of things. But Mark Fletcher, he's the only one that had the 2 touchdowns. So, and then you look at the receiving yards. Xavier Stripper, what can we say about Xavier? He's come up big every time. Came up big year in and year out, even when Tyler Van Dyke was there and everything else. So he had 112 yards on 7 receptions. Isaiah Horton got in the game. He had 4 catches for 70 yards. Then Elijah Arroyo, he had 4 catches for 89 yards. Isaiah Lofton, Jacoby George, who had the 23-yard touchdown catch, which I'll show you a highlight on that. It was sweet. It was Cam Ward rolling out, and he got pressure. He rolled out to the far side, the far left, and then he threw back across the grain and found Jacoby George on the backside of the end zone. Take a look.
They're down at 11. Ward able to spin free of Searcy. And then goes to the end zone. And in the back of the end zone, it is Jacoby George. My, oh my, Cam Ward's having himself a day.
But what started out the game was Cam McCormick. He got a 9-yard pass from Ward, which that put the first points on the board after the Florida Gators went 3 and out. Then Florida came down and stuck a field goal for 41 yards. And then in the second quarter, Adrian Morales, he kicked a 23-yard field goal that put Miami up 10 to 3 at that time. Then Miami came down where Mark Fletcher had a 10-yard run that put them up 17 to 3. And then turn around, Miami gave up a big play, which something that I hope get corrected from game to game, because this was one of the issues that Miami had last year and the year before, was giving up big plays. But they gave up a big run to Montrezl Jordan from Florida for 71 yards. But that was the only big play of the game. So Miami buckled down. They buckled down real hard, because on the next play, after that, Miami drove down the field and found Xavier Stripper for 24 yards in the end zone. So that touchdown got canceled out easily. And then they went into the half where it was 24-10 at half. So you could see Miami was starting to find their rhythm. But in the third quarter, this is where Miami really started putting on, because both sides of the ball started being a little bit more aggressive, because they knew they had Florida. And in the third quarter, Miami got the ball back. They ran down the field and scored on a Mark Fletcher 1-yard run that made it 31-10. And then, like I just showed you the clip earlier, Jacoby George got in the picture, but he had a 23-yard pass from Cam Ward for 38, made it 38-10. And then Florida finally got on the board, finally had an offensive touchdown on the board, which made it 17. And then Miami kicked the field goal to make it 41-17. Now, like I said, Miami, they started out the game a little, cautious a little bit. But then as the game went on, you could see how comfortable Cam Ward was. He was able to make plays, move out the pocket when he was necessary. Now, he did take a sack, something that he did comment on and said that he shouldn't, it was on him. He only threw one interception. Like I said, he only got sacked one time. If you look at the team stats and everything like that, if you look at the team stats, Miami only had one turnover. Florida had 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions. They would have had 3 interceptions, being honest. And I think, and he only gave up 1 sack. So that's pretty much solidified what they needed to do. Like I said, Cam was 26 for 35. He was throwing. And like I said, we haven't had Miami Hurricane quarterback to throw the ball as efficient and with so much philosophy like we needed to do. We could never push the ball down the field. And what makes it different, Cam is a whole different type of quarterback. He's able to move out the pocket, throw out of the pocket, not just run and trying to look for somebody and just force. Like the years where we had Tyler Van Dyke and although even Derek King, he was a short quarterback, but he couldn't throw like this. He could not throw like this, like Cam Ward. And you can tell Cam Ward is about his business, especially in the post game, the way he was talking. He knows for a fact that this Miami team is special. And all that they got to do is lock in and week out. Like in 2 weeks, they play Texas A&M, a team they beat last year. I think they're going to beat them again this year. I think if Miami continues to play that, if Miami beats Texas A&M the way they beat Florida, I don't see Miami losing the game this season. That's just being real talk. But it's all about preparation, no injuries and stuff like that. Now, um, like I said, Cam he spread the ball out to everybody on here. I mean, the longest pass he had was 40 yards and everything like that. So, um, but you have to look at the way that this Miami Hurricane is playing a little bit better. To me, I think on both sides of the ball, they're going to be a force to reckon with. I think they shut down Florida when they needed to. They caused turnovers. They got interceptions. They got pressure. They got sacks and everything like that. And that's where you want Miami to perform at the best because the defense was there, but the offense needed to catch up. And Mario spent this off season going out. Now you see Shannon Dawson, the air raid offense is going to take off because now you got a dynamic quarterback that can really come out and make plays. You know, you look at quarterbacks around in the SEC and the Big Ten, they make plays with their legs too, you know, and you need a quarterback. Now, say if we had Cam Ward last year, some of the games that we lost, like the North Carolina game and the Georgia Tech game, we wouldn't have lost them games. We wouldn't even lose them games. The Florida State game, we wouldn't have lost them games. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that we gotta I think that is something unique and special about this team that's going to pretty much going to be a storybook season because you already know this. We're gonna have to find a quarterback after this year with Cam because he's going to be in the Heisman running. He's most likely going to go to the NFL. Don't know if he got another year eligibility left, but I just love the way that he's about his business. And now you starting to see the hard work starting to pay off. But I'm gonna let y'all listen to what he had to say at the post game, and then I'll get back into you.
Miami Hurricane win.
It was good. Both sides of the ball came with it. Shout out to the defense. They played good all day. I gave up a couple points. It was a good team win. We came out prepared. I felt this is the most prepared that I've been in my college career, and I just decided that we go 1-0.
You can obviously sling it. You've got a swagger about you. You can make some unconventional things happen. How would you describe the mentality that you play with?
Just mentality not care. I mean, you only get a certain amount of times to play football, and I'm going to take advantage of every opportunity I get. It's something that I wanted to do out of high school, go play in the SEC, and I got a chance to do that. I want to know. So, all glory to God, I'm just blessed to be here.
You told me this week that you guys were going to win a couple games because of the guys in the trenches. What did you think of the play from both lines?
Them boys playing today. All I really didn't give up on Saturday. That one Saturday, that was on me. That was bad pocket movement. D-line came with me. I told him today, I said, you want me to take the ball first or you want it? He said, give it to me. They will. Defense got 3 now. So, it was good both sides of the ball trenches. But them boys didn't go in that since January. So I'm just happy to be behind that line.
This is a statement win. What kind of message do you think this sends about Miami football?
Just to make sure that we physical. We on to the next game. We're still ready for 30 minutes. As soon as I get that fight, I'm going to fair you. So, I'm ready for next week. Guys, I'm preparing tonight.
Enjoy those 30 minutes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And there you have it. You can tell that he's locked in. He's definitely locked in. He's going to be a special guy for the Miami football throughout this whole season. And like I said, Miami, their schedule is going to benefit them, but health and everything. They got FAMU next week. They got Ball State the week after that. That's 2 easy wins. Games they should blow out easily. No playing around, just blow out. Then you got UCF after that and everything. And another game that they should win. Then they got Virginia Tech. Then they got Cal. Then they got Louisville. All of these games. Then they got Florida State October 26th. Then they got Duke, the last game of the season. Miami should, be honest with you, Miami should go undefeated. If they play like they play they play this first game, Miami should go undefeated. There's no way they should not go undefeated at all. That's just how it is. Miami should not. There should be no way Miami should not go undefeated at all. So that's what I look at it. I feel that if Miami does what they're supposed to do, hey, it's going to be beneficial for them. But anyway, that's my wrap-up report for the Miami Hurricanes. A great dominant performance on both ends of the ball. Great contribute to all of the wide receivers who touch the ball. And I think now they're going to start to feel, they're going to start to roll, they're going to start to get into things that they need to do. And as long as they take everything a game-by-game situation, they should be fine. Like I said, I just read off the schedule. These next 2 games, they should be, they really should put points up on the board. If they put 40, I don't expect for Miami to have a letdown. I think you're going to see them run the ball still a little bit more, start the game off with the run, and then start opening up with the pass. And then it's going to be one of those things where they're going to dominate on the defensive end, where they need to continue to roll. They need to continue to exuberate that dominance the way they are, because if they continue to do that week in and week out, then the Miami Hurricanes will be a force to be reckoned with. So with that being said, this is your boy Livewire Sports. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, because this is all Hurricanes all season long, and I will be bringing you much content dealing with the Miami Hurricanes. I'm glad the season started. I'm glad, it's been a while because I haven't did too much Miami Hurricane content, but I'm here now, and we about to get rocking and rolling. Until then, this is your boy Livewire Sports, and I'm out.
Let's give it up to the youth. Go to the squad if we win or we lose. It is in our veins, that orange and the green running through and through. Cause we want it. These squad versus ours, now they don't really want it. Our 30 degrees deep with pros in abundance. Get ready for the storm cause the hurricane's coming. Let's give it up to the youth. Go to the squad if we win or we lose. It is in our veins, that orange and the green running through and through. Cause we want it. Your squad versus ours, now they don't really want it. Our 30 degrees deep with pros in abundance. Get ready for the storm cause the hurricane's coming.